So we're going to start seated, either on a cushion or however you want to sit, nice and relaxed. Oh my god. You can sit either cross-legged or on a cushion, or you can sit with your feet flat and your knees bent. Anything to just try and lift that torso so that you can focus on your breath for the first few moments of the class. So rather than sitting uncomfortably and just thinking about being really uncomfortable, try and sit comfortably so that you're not, and try not to like slouch over, and also try not to create that curve in your lower back, like a gymnast, you know how gymnasts stand. So rest your hands either on your knees or in your lap, and either you can have your eyes closed or have a single focus point. So if you find it really uncomfortable with your eyes closed and not knowing, it depends where you live or where you are, having one focus point, so you're literally just staring at it and trying to not allow anything outside of the vision to distract you. So close the mouth if it isn't already. And just allow that breath to come in through the nose. And we're going to do, I did it in my morning class, a bit of waterfall breath. So I'll just explain to you what we're going to do and then we'll start it. So I want you to imagine from your pelvis to your collarbones is this one big breath chamber. So we're going to take an inhale, and we're going to inhale all the way up to our collarbones. And then I want you to exhale, but I want you to pause when you come to just mid-chest. And then carry on the exhale as you get to your pelvis and pause again, and then inhale up. So that's your waterfall breath. If you struggle with two pauses, just bring one pause in, less, and then inhale in. So, when you're ready, start by taking a nice inhale in all the way up to the collarbones. And then exhale, pause when you get to that mid-chest. Exhale down to your pelvis, pause. And then inhale in. Exhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Inhale in. You can drop the last pause if you're struggling, so you can just inhale in, pause to the mid-chest, exhale out, and then go straight into your inhale. So you're not trying to like gasp with that pause, it's just a nice gentle, so still, just slowing everything down. But not introducing any stress. So if you just want to drop one of the pauses, then do. If you want to practice and just pause a little bit, so just under the collarbone, and then exhale out. Continue to find a little rhythm, just for a few more rounds. Really focus. And then drop the pauses after your last round and just inhale and exhale however is comfortable. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face. Twisting round to the right, so bring the right hand behind you, left hand to right knee, twist that torso round. Come round to the left hand behind you, right hand to left knee. to centre. Bring the soles of your feet together. Lift your chest up and then fold over. Let that back relax. Even if you find it really comfortable sitting like that, even if you just let it relax, you'll feel that release. And come into your cobblers or your variation of cobblers. So whether you're holding on to your feet or whether you're bringing your hands underneath your shins, and then you can bring that chest down. Pick which one works for you. Allow the chin to relax. Either keeping the eyes closed to try and prevent any distraction. And lifting your chest up and keeping your legs as they are, slowly guide yourself down into that supine Baddha Konasana. So if it's too much for the hips, you can bring the feet flat and knock the knees together, or you can put pillows or blocks underneath your knees. Just rest the hands on the lower part of your rib cage and really try and move those hands. Sinking into the mat and allowing the breath to just be that little guide of calmness. Still imagining that whole torso as one big chamber of your lungs. Imagining that breath from your pelvis to your collarbones. Bring the hands to the outside of your thighs and draw the knees together slowly and then hug them into your chest. Gently rocking from side to side. Keep the right knee and then let the left leg go long. Squeeze the right knee into your chest and then take it over to the left. And extend that right arm out to the side, turning the head, gently twisting. Slowly bring it back to centre, bring that left knee in to meet right and then let the right leg go long. Squeeze the left knee in. Trying to hug it into your chest and then gently taking it over to the right. Extend that left arm. That knee does not have to touch the floor. You're just trying to create a little gentle twist. And then come back to centre. Right knee in, cross the ankles and rock. A little bit of a spinal massage. All the way up and over into a nice tabletop position. You're going to push through into that cat position first. So push into that, from in that tabletop position, push into the shoulders. And then just come to a flat back rather than going through the cow position. So we'll introduce that. We're just going to push into the spine and then come to a flat back. Relaxing the pelvis. Not drawing the chest through yet. And then push. and then come into a flat back. Now we'll introduce, but we're going to push into the spine first and then slowly work through into that cow position. So pulling the heart through and then curling through into the cat position. So just changing it slightly so the lead is more into the cat than the cow. And then come to a flat back. Strong in those arms. We're going to open up that right arm up to the side and pretend to thread the needle. So we're not going to go all the way through just yet. You're going to put that arm through and then reach it up. Open the chest. Take a nice inhale, exhale, pretend to thread the needle. Twist a little bit and then up. And then this time you're going to bring that arm all the way through and rest onto the outside of that shoulder. Rest the head, keeping that left hand either in front of your face or sweeping it up and either resting on the small of your back or nestling it into the front of that right thigh. Still imagining that whole torso of that chamber. Trying to lengthen the inhale and the exhale. And then slowly reaching that left arm up if it was there. And then coming back to that nice tabletop position. Bringing the right knee out to the side and circling in one direction. So opening the hip as much as you can and then reverse. So take the knee back and then bring it round. And then you're going to take the foot all the way up to the sky, like a footprint on the ceiling, and then bring the knee to the outside of the left knee. So it's almost like you're crossing that leg behind, and then you're going to bring your bum back in that crossed leg position to stretch out the top of those glutes. So it might be that you don't go all the way back. It's a bit like that shoelace stretch. So you're bringing it behind that knee and then sitting back as far as you can to feel that stretch. It might be that your torso is still up and lifted. Depends how intense you want that stretch to be. Your knees still might be on the floor. Slowly lifting yourself back into the tabletop and then bring that right knee back. Lovely. So in the tabletop position, we're going to open up the left side this time and then pretend to thread that needle. And then reach it up and then feeding it through again. And then last one, open up that chest, bringing it all the way through, resting down. And then either leaving the right hand in front of you or sweeping it up and over to nestle into that left thigh or in the small of that back. Allowing yourself to sink and melt. Bringing that right arm up and over, come back into that tabletop position, and then we're going to circle the left knee out. Nice circles, and And then reverse, so take the knee back and then bring it round. Then you're going to take that foot all the way up to the ceiling and you're bringing it to the outside of that right knee, and then you're bringing your bum over your heels. You might find this front knee lifts, or it might be that you're only there and that's it. You can bring the bum all the way back to the heels. You can stretch the arms forward, or you can lift the torso up if that's too much on your hips. Bringing yourself up, untuck that left knee, nice. And then you're going to walk the hands all the way forward so that you're coming down onto your elbows. And then lifting your heart, coming into that Sphinx position. So you can draw the chin up, just holding there. Either closing your eyes or finding that focus. Hands can be flat, palms facing down. You can lower the chin if that's more comfortable on your neck. But as you lift the heart, it'll be stretching the tummy out. And then slowly lowering all the way down. You're going to bring your hands just outside your shoulders onto your fingertips. And then you're going to inhale, lift that heart. And then drop that right shoulder towards the center and look over that left shoulder. Back to center. Take an inhale, exhale, lower in the chest. Inhale, lift. And then drop that left shoulder down, look over that right shoulder. So you can feel that stretch in the front of the shoulder. Back to center, inhale, exhale, lowering all the way down. Hands underneath the shoulders, bring the hips over the heels and come into a child's pose. And stretch out that lower back. If you find you want to rest the head, you can bring the hands underneath the head and just come into that nice grounding position. Or even bringing the hands by your side towards your feet. Just coming into that nice little cocoon type sensation. Finding yourself back into a tabletop position. You're going to take the right leg out to the side and then come up to standing. Sweep both arms up overhead, take an inhale and then exhale, slide the right hand down the right leg and bring that left arm up and over. Keeping the heart and the belly button round. And then up and over to the left, either resting the hand on the hip or on the floor, and then reaching the right arm up. Feeling that stretch all the way down the right side. Coming back up to center, and then dropping the hands back down into that tabletop position, and then sweeping that knee back underneath that hip. Kickstanding the left foot out to the side and then bringing yourself up. Sweep both arms up with the inhale and then with the exhale sliding that left hand down, reaching that right arm up. Keeping the heart and the belly button round and then up and over to the right. Either hand on the hip or reaching the floor and bringing that left arm up. Feeling that stretch all the way down that left side. And then coming back up to centre, dropping the hands down and then sweeping that left knee underneath. Tucking the toes and lifting the hips all the way up into a downward dog position. Padding one heel down, then the other. Come back to centre. And then you're going to inhale, lift the heels at the same time, and then exhale, slowly lower them towards the floor. They don't have to meet the floor. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower towards the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Draw the tummy towards the tops of the thighs and just hold. Take a nice slow inhale in. Exhale out. Walk the hands towards your feet and come into a forward fold with the knees nice and soft. Interlace the hands behind the back and then draw them up and over the head. Let the head hang heavy. You can rest the belly on the top of the thighs. Releasing the hands behind you, dropping them to the floor, staying in that forward fold. Bending the right knee, dropping the right hand in front of that right foot. Straightening the left leg and peel the left arm up to the sky. Bringing the left hand either in the small of your back or nestling into that right thigh again as you turn the chest around. Release the left arm up and over in front of the left foot as you bend the left foot and straighten the right leg, peeling the right arm up to the sky and sweeping it behind you, either the small of your back or nestling into that left thigh. Reaching that right arm up and back in front of that right foot, and then just bending one knee and then the other, alternating each side, peeling yourself up to standing nice and slowly, so you're curling all the way up, bringing the head up last. Try not to rush, otherwise you might get head rush. Inhale, sweep both hands up overhead, connect those palms together. Stretching up nice and tall, and then exhale, folding forward. Inhale, come to a flat back, pull that heart through, and then exhale, fold forward. Take the right leg back behind you and drop the right knee, and straighten the left leg into those half splits. Folding over that left thigh. And then bringing the weight forward, sinking the hips down and moving between that lunge and the half splits. So pushing the hips forward and then back and just floating between one side then the other. And then coming towards the front of your mat, swapping the knees, so bringing that right foot forward, keeping that left knee behind, so coming into that lunge, so you can feel that stretch in the hips, and then half splits. Stay with the half splits for a little bit, and then move between the two. floating between your half splits and your lunge. Staying in one position if you feel like you want to more than the other. And then bringing your weight all the way forward, taking the right knee back, sinking your bottom down onto your heels, coming all the way onto your bottom and sweeping both legs around. Bringing the feet flat and the knees bent. Slowly curling yourself all the way down into that nice supine position. Resting that right ankle onto that left thigh and drawing that leg into your body for that reclined pigeon. Taking that time to focus on the breath and slow it down. Closing the eyes. And just feel yourself gently starting to wind down. Releasing the hands on that left foot and then placing the right foot down, lifting the ankle onto that right thigh, either staying there or drawing it in towards your body so you can feel that release. Slowly dropping that right foot to the floor and then bringing that left foot to the floor. Bring your arms out into a T shape, your palms are facing up, relaxing the hands and they'll automatically curl in, but you're just opening up your chest. You might want to shimmy the shoulder blades underneath your chest to almost anchor behind the heart so you've got a little bit more height to release any tension in the front of the chest. Let the right leg go long and then let the left leg go long. Gently rock the head from left to right, left to right. And then just let it drop to wherever it wants to. It doesn't have to be central. It might be on one side. Curl the toes in towards your body and then stretch them out and then relax the feet. Fingertips curling into a fist and then relax. Closing the mouth if it's not already closed and bringing the breath in through the nose. Relaxing the face, the eyes. Allowing the breath to move however it wants to. And bringing gratitude and thanks to your body for bringing you onto the mat today, for bringing you through this practice. Kind to yourself and your body, whether that be with words or movement. Allow the breath to be noisy, so you just hear your breath. Just listen to the sound of your breath entering and leaving your body. Start to move your fingers and your toes. arms and your legs. Trying to keep the eyes closed as you slowly bring yourself into knees tucked in, arms are wrapped round. As you start to feel more awake and energized, allow the body to drop to one side. And slowly find yourself into a seated position. Relaxing the shoulders, keeping the eyes closed. Inhale as you shrug the shoulders up to your ears, and then exhale loudly out of your mouth as you drop the shoulders. 2 more times. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up, and then exhale, let them drop. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Reach both arms up overhead, connect the palms together, and then really reach up with the inhale, and then exhale, slowly lower the hands to heart center. May you feel safe and loved, at peace and ease. Bring your thumbs up to your third eye, surrender yourself forward. Namaste.